Hey everyone, it's Gamefruitpulp and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing some Minecraft, but we're not going to be doing Building Toronto as I originally said. Just because there's not enough progress done on the Toronto, I don't want to have a video and put a video together just for the sake of doing it. Because although it'll get views, because I always get around the same amount of views for all my videos, regardless of the actual quality of the content. I don't want to put out a video for the sake of putting out a video. And so because of that, I thought we'll do something that we haven't done for a while, but something I do enjoy doing quite a bit. And that is just a commentary where I pick a topic and we sort of talk about it and have a conversation. And I call it conversation because although I'm not talking to anybody in my video, I hope that after the video I have a conversation with you guys, the viewers, in the comments. And that's sort of a goal I've always had for my channel, is to try to grow and spur conversation in the comments that I can take part in and different people from the community can have with each other and stuff like that. And so today we're going to be talking a little bit behind my motivations for recording on YouTube, and something I've never really touched on, but sort of my goals, my aspirations, and why I do this in general, really. And so I hope you guys enjoy. If you do enjoy, be sure to leave a like on the video. I'm going to try and start doing this at the beginning, asking for likes, because I think it's probably more effective. But anyways, we'll hop into the content of the video. I think it's probably going to be Minecraft in the background. I don't imagine it'll be anything else. And hopefully Building Toronto will return on Monday. But I guess to start, and excuse me, you guys will probably learn a little bit about me in general from this video as well. But I guess to start, we'll sort of talk about how most people can classify others in three sections: a pessimist, an optimist, or a realist. And so a lot of people, when they're trying to come up with conversations or trying to get to know somebody, they always say, are you an optimist? Are you a pessimist? What are you? And I think I'm a bit of two things. Obviously, I'm an optimist. For those of you who have dealt with me before, I'm always trying to look at things positively, trying to hope for the best. But at the same time, I don't expect the best. And I think that that's a big distinction between an optimist and kind of what I am, where I'm not an optimist where I'm blindly hoping for the best and putting all my eggs in one basket, hoping because if I do that, then the best things will come to me, because that's not a realistic way to go through life. And that's where the sort of realism comes in. And I think that while I'm always hoping for the best, I also make sure that I scale back my expectations, because hoping and expecting are two very different things. And I think that if you mix the two together and you have the same outlook for both of them, then a lot of times you're going to end up being disappointed or left off even worse when you're not able to prepare yourself or not able to address whatever situation arises. And so obviously sometimes, because I'm not only an optimist and I'm not only a realist, I sometimes underestimate things. The server, for example, the NeedToCraft server, launched a lot better than I expected it would. I expected to have a lot fewer players, a lot smaller community to start. So I think that I'm not fully an optimist, but I'm also not fully a realist either. Like those of you who have talked to me know that sometimes I go down the rabbit hole a little bit. So I try and sort of address both of those things in a way that finds a good balance between them. And so you may be thinking, I thought we were talking about my inspirations for YouTube. How does this apply? And so I think that tying this into YouTube, it's important to have a realistic outlook and a realistic expectation on your recordings and not do it for the wrong reasons. And so I'm not doing YouTube as a way to try and grow and make money and be famous. If that happens, if I get a big enough following that I can actually make some money, or that I have a big enough community that I have really a large community that's just shaped around my channel, then that's amazing. Like that's something I want. It's something I hope for. It's not something I expect. It's just not likely. It's just not something it's not a realistic thing for me to drop out of school and pursue YouTube. That's what I'm trying to say. So while I hope that one day my channel will grow big enough that I can have a sort of community atmosphere that's big and like the bigger YouTube channels that have a big active community that sort of works together, talks to each other and all that kind of stuff, and I'm just kind of not the leader, but the sort of base of the community where they're all coming around and finding common ground around me, that would be amazing. That's really what every YouTuber hopes for, big or small. But that's not why I'm doing it. Ideally, and this is sort of what this video is going to be kind of odd, because it's going to talk about how I would run my channel differently if I was big. And I think one of the biggest differences is that I think I would do more to give back. And because I don't have any sort of, I don't make money off of YouTube, I just kind of do it as almost like a hobby, and it sort of as a way to connect with people from around the world. It's always cool to me, and those of you who have talked to me in real, like off of a recording and talk to me in Discord or in Skype or in TeamSpeak, and have talked to me while I'm looking at my YouTube stuff, one of the things that's always fascinated me is the amount of countries that have looked at my videos and the amount of countries that frequently look at my videos. I have views from over 40 countries every month, and in my total on YouTube, I think like almost 200 countries or more that have viewed my videos, and there's something really, really humbling about that, and something that you sort of realize, no matter where you are in the world, there's so much more that you never really get to encounter. And so looking at my analytics and seeing all the different countries that are just taking the time to watch my video, it's kind of fulfilling knowing that I'm making some sort of impact, no matter how big or how small, to people from around the world, really. And this goes back a couple of years, but I had one viewer who actually was ill and passed away, unfortunately, who watched my videos, and I found something, probably the most fulfilling moment of my life was finding out that in his final days, he found comfort watching my videos. And there's something about that you make such a profound difference. Doing something so small can make such a profound difference in people's lives. And that's sort of what drives me to do YouTube, is you never know if there's people that are in a dark place, people who need someone to listen to or someone to talk to, that turn to your videos. And so if I was big, I kind of got off topic, but if I was a bigger channel, something I would do is try and give back to the community through some sort of charitable series, where I would do a series that would only be like, that would be focused on trying to raise awareness and raise some funds for a charity. And I know there's some other YouTubers that do this. Kurt J. Mack has done this with his what's it called? The one where he walks to the Firelands, which he's been doing for a long time, and he raises money for I think it's You Can Play? Something. He raises money for a charity that helps out with giving like children. I don't really know, but I know it gives children like games or something like that. Something that helps out in the. My point is that he does something that helps out in the community, something that's greater than himself, something that takes his ability to generate views and generate attention on his channel and turns that attention towards something so incredibly positive. And that's something that I would really, really like to do. And one of the reasons really that I try and push so hard and try and get people to subscribe to me is because as you grow your channel and get more of a bigger viewing, the likelihood of you making a difference increases. And that's really one of the reasons, one of my goals isn't really the right word, one of my dreams about my YouTube channel is that one day I'll be able to have a big enough channel to make a really big difference in the world. And just that was one of the reasons that story I told a few minutes ago about that my subscriber that unfortunately had passed away and found comfort in watching my videos. That was one of the reasons I kept recording for all these years, is that every time I think about stopping, I think about the comfort I gave him, and whether there's other people that I just didn't have a chance to communicate with at all that also found comfort in my videos and also were able to watch the videos and sort of enjoy their time, whether they're in a dark place, whether they're just not, whether they're depressed, whether they're ill, whether they're just having a bad day, and they can turn to my videos and sort of sit down and enjoy themselves and sort of forget about all the crap that's going on in their life and sort of just sit down and enjoy my videos. And that's one of the reasons why every time I think about stopping recording and stopping YouTube, I sort of have that drive to get going and sort of say, come on, even if you make a difference for one person in the world, that's good enough. And that's sort of the way I look at it, is my channel is small, my community is small, and obviously I wish it was bigger. One day I hope it will get bigger, but I'm also not holding my breath that I'll grow to the size of bigger gaming YouTubers. But as long as I can make a difference in one person's life, I think that's a worthwhile expedition to do all these videos. And I think that's sort of my mentality behind YouTube. It's kind of the reason that I keep doing it. But I think that, again, as the channel grows, if the channel grows at an amount that is higher than what it is right now, I'll obviously have an ability to make a bigger difference in people's lives. And that's sort of what I want, really, is that in a world where there's so much hurt and so much pain and so much terrible tragedy that's happening, to have the ability to make a difference positively in people's lives is really one of the most fulfilling things you can achieve and strive towards. And that's something that I really want to do. And that's one of the reasons why I do this. But yeah, I mean, this kind of took a different direction than I thought it was going to before the video. But I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. And let me know what you think about what I've said here. I mean, obviously I've said quite a few things, but if you have any comments on anything I said, I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments. Like I said, I really want a conversation. I really want to talk to my viewers. And so if you do have any comments, I'd love to hear them, and I'll definitely reply to all of them. So hope you guys enjoyed. I mean, that's everything. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you learned a little bit about me. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit that like button, and maybe if you're a returning viewer, share the channel with some of your friends. If you're a new viewer and you found this video, I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys very much for watching. You'll probably see a Minecraft Building Toronto on Monday, but if not, then you'll see another Minecraft video. My name is Gamefruitpulp, and I hope you guys learned a little bit. I'll see you all later. Have a good one.